to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently. We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, given to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't here for my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle? You touch one of mine and you're done.
It's difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did that.
To apologize. It's too late.
When I did it, I was fucked up.
It's too late to apologize.
I was fucked up.
It's too late.
When I did it, I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you? You know you done fucked up.
Okay, first of all, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Hello everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is the second dose of your daily vitamins. Okay, so everyone, please hit that like button. It doesn't cost you a thing. And if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, then why are you here? Okay. With that all been said, let's see who we have. Okay, T. Randall. All right, Dragon Lily, DSB, Sandra, Buckhorse DC. Okay, shout out to my moderators putting in work. Khalid Harleem is here. All right, shout out to all the loyal royals in the chat. We the people, I see you, Nessie X. Just anticipate. Okay, so let's get into it. Because right after this, we're going to be live on the spiritual channel. For those of you who didn't get the memo, we're going to be live on the spiritual channel at 6:15. So don't miss it if you follow that channel. And while I'm at it, let me just go ahead and get one of the moderators to please drop the link. Moderators, please drop the link to the spiritual channel live. That starts at 6:15. Okay, so listen, I mean, more shenanigans from Diddy. Is he serious? Now I want you all to pay attention because Diddy is clearly trying to get rid of this lawsuit that Rodney Jones filed. Now I find it all interesting because he didn't even try to get Cassie's lawsuit filed. He just went ahead and paid up real quick. So this was reported just a couple of hours ago by TMZ. Diddy wants Rodney Jones's lawsuit dismissed. Okay, so Diddy is firing back at Rodney Lil Rod Jones, saying his lawsuit is nothing more than a cash grab dressed up in an SEX trafficking and RICO conspiracy, he says. Now, the rap mogul and his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, that's the big high-power profile criminal defense attorney that I just reported first, you heard it here first, that he hired. Okay, now he says he filed a motion to dismiss Jones's second amended complaint in Manhattan Federal Court on Monday, attacking all the claims against Diddy point by point. But mainly, Diddy is accusing Jones of trying to score a quick settlement by throwing around salacious allegations just to hurt his reputation. See, let me tell y'all what this is. Diddy's running scared. Okay, Diddy is literally running scared. Now, he knows what he's facing, and he doesn't want to face it, of course. And he's not taking accountability. Now, you just heard him on that video where he was apologizing, where he was saying, oh, I take full accountability for my actions. No, you don't. No, you don't, because if you were taking full accountability, you would not be sitting here trying to give us excuses, talking about he had rehab and all of that. Those are just excuses that he made. Now, according to the documents obtained by TMZ, Jones recently posted a video on X with rapper Uncle Murda, in which they were seen laughing about Rodney Jones's lawsuit against Diddy. You all remember that because you heard it here first. Okay, now Jones allegedly demanded Diddy pay him that money by Monday, okay, mocking what 50 Cent had also said about Young Buck owing him his money, okay, noting that he's from Chicago and doesn't play about our business. Now, Diddy also says that Jones failed to prove his business or property were injured under the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, better known as RICO. So Jones had originally said that his business or property was hurt due to non-payment for services he performed on Diddy's 2023 The Love album Off the Grid. So Diddy's trying to say he doesn't owe this man money for working on his album. So Diddy further says Jones never offered a primary claim under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000, showing that he was forced to commit an SEX act in exchange for something of value or fall victim to any such act. So he's basically saying this is frivolous, that he doesn't have a leg to stand on. This is what Diddy's attorney is saying, basically. Now, on top of that, Diddy argued that Jones failed to provide essential details describing the sexual assault and the sexual harassment claims that he made against Diddy. What essential details did he fail to provide? Because the last I checked, he included in his lawsuit screenshots of not only text messages, but of pictures of people that were at these parties and all of that. Now, in addition, Diddy called BS on all of Jones's other claims in his filing, namely premise, liability, emotional distress, and breach of oral contract. Now, he says Jones failed to show Diddy exercised control over premises where third parties committed alleged assaults. So he's saying that if anybody else was committing assaults, Diddy didn't have anything to do with it. But wasn't Diddy the one hosting these parties, aka freak-offs? And wasn't Diddy the one that chartered the yacht where his son, Christian King Combs, was also accused of assaulting a young woman by the name of Grace Omar Cake? So Diddy didn't have anything to do with any of this. Diddy also argued that he never stated a claim for emotional distress. As for breach of oral contract, Diddy says that's run between the statute of frauds. Okay, now as for Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, he has faced his own legal issues. Back in April, a judge referred Blackburn to the grievance committee of New York's federal court district to determine if he violated the rules of the court. Now, in making her decision, the judge pointed to glaring deficiencies in 5 separate lawsuits that he filed. Now, Blackburn tells TMZ this is clearly a billing exercise by Combs' latest set of attorneys who are late to the game and are attempting to fill their pockets with this Hail Mary motion to dismiss before their client is indicted. Yes, this is what it is. He's running scared. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. Diddy is literally running scared. And here is why. The main reason is because, for one, Rodney Jones's lawsuit brought forward a frenzy of other allegations, not about just assault, but it brought forth the drug trafficking, it brought forth the illegal weapons, it brought forth intimidation and threats and all of that. And so there's a whole lot of it. And at the end of the day, Diddy is really running scared because now, not only that, remember, I reported to you, you heard it here first, that the former federal prosecutor said, in fact, that the alleged shooting of G in the bathroom at the studio, Chalice Studio, recording studio, he said that's attempted murder. He said that's attempted murder. And also, let's not forget that Tiffany Red's friend that he allegedly dangled off of a balcony is also attempted murder. So that all been said, Diddy is trying to get out of it, because if it were not for all of these things that Rodney Jones alleged against him, he likely would not even be under investigation. Okay? He would not even be under investigation. I want you all to pay attention.
So this is all so crazy. Like I said, Diddy's trying to get out of it, but not so fast. And he also knows that indictment is right around the corner, because don't forget that I told you that that indictment is coming mid to end of September. Okay. And I told you, for those of you who missed it, that I came to that date because I happen to know that once the grand jury has been impaneled, in most cases, it takes 90 to 120 days for the indictment to follow. Now, of course, there's exceptions to every rule, but I'm willing to bet $100 to $1 that exactly around that time frame, Diddy is going to be indicted. And he knows it. He knows it's right around the corner. He knows the gig is up and the party's over. And the fat lady has finally sung. Okay, so now he's pulling out his last card. Okay, he's pulling out the ace of spades, trying to get Rodney Jones's lawsuit dismissed. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. You see, because now he realizes these criminal charges, well, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. And I want you to also pay attention to this whole thing with the cartels. Because the cartel, Alfredo P. Gonzalez, who sued Diddy, which was a frivolous lawsuit, because, you know, you can't sue someone for illegally obtained gains that you received. Okay, that's out of the question. Let's not forget, that's Judge Judy's favorite phrase about clean hands, that you just can't come up into the courtroom when you've done dirt and try to get the court to compensate you for it because someone else did dirt to you, or for the dirt that you already did. But here's the thing that I find interesting. Is Diddy talking to the feds? Is Diddy talking to the feds? Because, you see, I find it interesting that the Sinaloa cartel, that some of them were in fact arrested. Okay. Some of them were in fact arrested and raided and all of this shortly thereafter Diddy was raided. Y'all think that's a coincidence? I have several questions. Okay. I have several questions. Overthought says he knows if he said no, some other cartel leader said yes. I absolutely agree. Okay, I absolutely agree. But hold on, let's not stop there, because you do know, didn't I tell you all this, how he threatened Danyel Smith? So Danyel Smith says, I knew Diddy for years. What I now remember haunts me. 27 years ago, not long after Danyel Smith became editor-in-chief of Vibe, Sean Combs threatened to have her killed. Diddy, this ain't going nowhere. You're not getting the case dismissed. Okay, you're not getting out of any of these allegations against you. You're going to have your day in court. And isn't that what he initially said that he was ready for? Isn't that what his attorneys initially said, that they were ready for Diddy to have his day in court so he could prove his innocence? Now you want to run from it. Now, some of the episodes stuck with her, says, as you'd imagine, but not all of it. And her subsequent realization that she'd redacted details from her own memory prompted a larger reckoning with the legacy of her career. While Diddy is undoubtedly the catalyst of this troubling essay, he's also just a manifestation of a larger system that treats so many as disposable. Now, the music industry was and is a mean place. Journalists were being threatened at recording studios and stomped in their own offices. This is all Diddy's doing, okay? Allegedly. Now, in the spring of 1999, the music executive Steve Stoute claimed that Combs and two bodyguards attacked him over the way Diddy was depicted in a music video. He said that Diddy punched him in the face and hit him in the head with a telephone and a champagne bottle. Stoute later asked the court to drop the charges after Diddy publicly apologized and pleaded guilty to harassment. Remember how I told you guys I thought that was just a lovely quarrel, because we saw pictures of him and Steve Stoute all hugged up, arms around necks and all of that. So maybe that was just a lover's quarrel like I originally told you, and maybe that's why Steve Stoute had it dismissed. I don't know. Now, not only were many rank and file workers in our business, men and women alike, not only were they jittery about our physical and emotional safety, we were enlisted to boost the egos of the very artists and executives who felt entitled to violate us. We became used to playing the game. We were conditioned to look the other way, or when looking at something straight ahead, to not really see it for what it was, or even to unsee it. Now, in our 2006 interview, Diddy said, somebody gave me multiple choices early on. having a smooth working relationship, having a personal life, or being in the music industry? He says, I chose the music industry. Same Puff. Same. Too many of us did. We wouldn't have thought of ourselves as ambivalent or numb then, but that's what we were, she says. And a lot of us women wanted our fair shot at winning. There were dues to pay, and we paid clearly. Okay, now I want you all to pay attention, because this is definitely not the first person that has said that Diddy threatened to have them murked. Okay, we also know that he supposedly threatened to have Kid Cudi's car blown up, and it was blown up. So coincidence? I think not. Okay, we also know, and you heard it here first, that Miss Jones, okay, a radio personality, said that he also threatened to put her in the trunk of a car. Okay, so, and then, now you know you have to be nefarious at the top of the line of nefariousness when you are sued by a cartel. All right, so I want you all to pay attention. But not only that, further news has also come out. Made or Culture says, guess what? Diddy is not worried, because with all of the skullduggery he has done, Diddy is slick. I know he has footage that nobody could get to, and footage that can be a get out of jail free card. Well, I've been saying that for months, beloved. I've been saying that for months, that Diddy is bartering for his freedom. That's what he's doing. Let's not forget how footage of Diddy in compromising positions along with other people in the industry were on the dark web. And the offer was to purchase it for $1 million or for $1.5 million. Now, where did that come from? I told you all that I think Diddy's the one who leaked it. Okay, that Diddy is the one who would want to sell it for that much, because quite frankly, if you were somebody at Diddy's party and you know that you did something nefarious and specifically something illegal, you would never want that to see the light of day. And guess what? Much of the footage that Diddy has, if not all, will absolutely never see the light of day. It's going to be the same thing that happened with the Epstein case. There was never any full list of the names listed on the flight agenda or any of that stuff, or there was never any more information about those tapes that we saw them, because I showed you the footage. We saw the agents removing from Epstein's property. And that's likely going to be the same case with Diddy, as I told you, because these high-profile people like Clive Davis, Lucian Grange, okay, Ronald Burkle, and others that have allegedly had business with Diddy that was clearly shady, and have allegedly had sexual encounters with Diddy. Well, if they're on that footage, which likely they are, okay, I absolutely believe that they all are. But do you think that's going to come to surface? You see, those people will likely be protected as far as I'm concerned. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, those people will likely be protected. And here's the thing, you know, Diddy, if he had just gone ahead and paid Rodney Jones the money that he owed him, allegedly, none of this would even be said. None of this would likely even be going on. Of course, there would still be other allegations of assaults. But see, would Diddy really be so worried about that? Because he could have just paid those all off. Okay, that's what he could have done. But the fact of the matter is, when all of these criminal allegations came out, and then let's not forget how Jonathan Oddie said that Diddy was trying to traffic drugs through the industry. Let's not forget how he said that Rodney Jones said Diddy was dealing with illegal weapons and all of that. And let's not forget that with the whole Matthew Perry situation, well, they said that this whole thing with him has exposed all of the illegal drugs being sold in Hollywood. And that includes the music industry as well. So I have questions. Was Diddy really trafficking these drugs? Was he really selling illegal weapons? Was he really sex trafficking people? I believe he was, because there's a whole lot of people saying that he did just that. Now we have to question a couple of these people, because some of these people, their stories just don't jive with me. Their stories seem like they could be just about a money grab. For example, Adria English. Now, she said that when she filed those criminal charges against Diddy, it was basically, she told the police in Miami that Diddy got her to have relations with some of his friends, that he basically passed her off. And then she said that she thought she was going to be paid, but she wasn't paid. So you have to ask yourself, honestly, was she upset because she didn't get paid for what she did? Because let's not forget that she was a corn star with a P. So did she voluntarily do these things and then just got upset because she didn't get paid? And then she saw other lawsuits coming out, and then that's why she wanted to come out? I don't know. But we do at least have to question that if we're being fair. But most of these people had allegations that were corroborated, in my opinion, by other allegations. People that don't know each other saying some of the very same things. Okay? Some of them saying the very same thing. Let's not forget Derek Lee Cordello Smith, the other inmate, aside from the drug cartel, but the other inmate who sued him. And you saw the Zoom call, you heard it here first, where he basically said that Diddy raped him, okay, in an orgy that they were supposedly having back in the 90s. Rodney Jones said the same thing, that he felt Diddy slipped something in his drink, and when he woke up, he was in the bed with Diddy and a couple of SEX workers, okay? So that all sounds like the same old same. And I absolutely believe that Diddy did most of what he's accused of. Okay. Now, here's the question. Will Diddy be hit with attempted murder for the shooting of G? Or will his son Justin be hit with it? Because Justin was in the restroom too, allegedly. And my guess is that it was Diddy. If someone shot that young man in the restroom, and clearly they did. We saw the crime scene. We saw the blood. We saw the restroom in disarray. Who do you think did it? Who do you think did it? Justin, who's not known for being a whole criminal or being, some wannabe mafia type boss? Or Diddy, who's always acting as though he himself is a whole cartel? I mean, you have to look at yourself that way if you are bold enough to threaten the cartels. And mind you, the Sinaloa cartels are one of the, if not the most nefarious cartel, okay, of all. In fact, they are the worst ones of all. So that all being said, Diddy, don't try to run from it now, okay? Accept accountability and have your day in court. Because if you didn't do any of these things, what do you have to worry about? What do you have to lose if you didn't do any of these things? If it's all about a money grab and people are just trying to take him down, okay, well, face them in court. Let's hear what they have to say there, okay? I want you all to pay attention. But the bottom line is, Buckhorse DC said abandon ship now, okay? But the bottom line is, Diddy's going to be indicted. That's absolutely going to happen. Remember, I told you the running joke amongst prosecutors is you can indict a ham sandwich, and you absolutely can, okay? So with that all being said, he's going to be indicted. But the question is, will he be found guilty of any of these alleged crimes? And will he serve prison time? My guess is Diddy would rather take himself into the spiritual realm than to go to prison. My guess is also that there are some people who are likely on footage that Diddy had stashed somewhere that the feds don't even have in their possession as of yet, and that those people would not want that footage to ever come out. And so he could be Epstein. And I've been telling you all that since last year. Okay, so it's also nefarious. Please pay attention. Now, that all been said, let's get to the last part of this live. So Choke No Joke recently did an interview with Comedy Hype. Shout out to Comedy Hype. Now, I'm going to play the audio because he says that Diddy hit on him at a gay party, honey. Please pay attention. Okay, Diddy is so nefarious. The end of the day. I'm going to put an overlay on the screen and then play this for you. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Sorry, my alarm's going off for the next live to start. Now, with that all being said, give me just a second. Okay, so now with that all being said, let's listen to what Choke No Joke had to say. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Okay, I'm getting my overlay ready and cueing this video. I mean, Diddy is so nefarious. Every day there's something new coming out about him. Okay, please pay attention. Please pay attention. Okay, here we go.
What Diddy has hit on me, that's the Rifkin house. And everybody at the house was gay, but I didn't know it.
Why do you think so many bad boy artists went broke with Diddy? Or after?
Well, you got to remember, this is Diddy career really started like 91, 92.
Now, before we continue, beloveds, because this is the last part of this live, let me go ahead and have a word from my sponsors at 12 Tribes.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
All right, so don't forget you can pick up your 12 Tribes at Etsy.com, go to Lisa Crafts, and also at Walmart.com. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
A lot of us wasn't even educated about the music business then. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think, even the Locks, they was kids. You know what I'm saying? Mace was a kid. You look back at Biggie and Tupac right now, they died at 25. They, to us now, they look like kids, right? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people got robbed because they didn't know the business. A lot of people with bad boys succumb to the dark side of the industry, right? The same stuff that Diddy's, they alleging now with the parties, the drugs, the sex, right? A lot of people fell victim to that, right? Because that was their lifestyle. Now, when we was younger, we wasn't paying attention. But if you go and you look at the Big Papa video, the lead woman or the lead guy in that is a transgender, right?
I'm gonna look it up as you say that.
Yeah, you can.
So you more so, and we could be somewhat candid. You more so just alluding to like the accusations of Diddy being like into homosexual lifestyles.
Yeah.
That energy of hip hop that has always been seen as taboo, and we could never verify that because none of us were on the inside.
Right. Well, I was.
But I was gonna ask you, so you've seen this firsthand.
Yeah, I've never seen like origin, but Diddy has hit on me at Steve Rifkin's house. And everybody at the house was gay, but I didn't know it until I really paid attention and looked around at my surroundings. I'm like, oh,
right.
Like, what's going on?
That sounds like Exhibit's story, because Exhibit had a story like that. They went to Miami.
Nah, but he went to a club.
Right.
I went to Steve Rifkin's house.
Right.
It was after a BET Awards, we went to the after party.
Right.
Me, Lil' Kim, Hillary Weston, who was Lil' Kim's manager.
Okay.
At the time. And we go to the after party, we run into Diddy, and Diddy tells us to come meet him at. He tells them, not me. He tells Kim and them, yo, come meet me at Steve Rifkin's house. And we all go over to Steve Rifkin's house. And while we there, there was another executive that been making passes at me a lot in the entertainment industry. He shows up.
For context, what does that look like? Because they're not gonna be that bold, are they?
What do you mean?
Is it like, you know how if you shoot a shot at a woman, it could be either very direct or very subtle?
It's very direct. Okay. Not going try and grab a nigga nuts, but you know when someone is attracted to you, male, female.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a dog and he upping on your leg. Right. You know the one on.
Whoa, this new spray chill is
cool. All nefarious. Hold on, let's wait for this ad.
Freeze and desist. The ice tray celebration.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, it was definitely obvious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially in hindsight. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that lifestyle exists within the industry, right?
We've heard it, and
it's a fact, brother. It is a fact. From sports players, singers, actors, comedians, white, black, Asian, it don't matter.
So, because that's a whole conversation you just said, even with the Diddy story. How do you respond to that when he makes a pass at you? You play it off.
You laugh. You treat. For me, at this stage in my life, I'm more mature than to punch a nigga in his face. Right? So you just ignore it, and you kind of give him the look like nah. And giving that nigga the look made him just look hard and made me put my head down. Because he got 5 niggas standing around him. They like the whole booty mob, right? And I'm sitting there like, what the hell? I would grab Hillary by her shirt and I drag her ass outside. Like, yo, this nigga over here hitting on me. Like, yo, don't bring me to nothing like this. And then when I'm not going to name all the people that was there. And I talked about this before, but I'm not going to do that, right? But everybody that was there was either gay or secretly gay or bisexual. But right now, from what I know now, and I say they all get down like that, right? And me hanging with them, they could have thought that because I was hanging with Lil' Kim, that maybe I would be with that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to knock them for trying. You know what I'm saying? Because all these 75%, 85% of these people that's in the industry that's popular, you know what I'm saying, have succumbed to that lifestyle.
My question for that, and then we can kind of do a spin move out of it. Because I'm always curious about, was it already in them, or was it does the industry groom them to be open to it?
The industry grooms them to be open to it. Like if we go back to the Big Papa video, right? Why is the lead person out of all the bad bitches in New York City back then, even the women in the video, right? Why was the lead a transgender? Why was there, you remember the scene in the bathroom? Why was there a transgender pissing in the bathroom with them and the guy? You
stand it up, right?
Yeah. You don't remember there's a woman in the bathroom with klepto, and I can't remember who the other person is, and they looking at the nigga ding ding, and why they standing at the urinal? Like, why is that in there way back then?
Got you. And I just pulled
now look at the girl go to the scene when Buster's talking to her at the bar, and Big walk up and move the nigga, and then or when she say true, stop it right there and look at the knot in her throat.
Not the knot in her throat. Talking about this young lady?
That's her. Look at her. Zoom in on the throat.
Women can have a little. Is that like
her name is Shamika. She was from Queens and she got killed because she was a nigga who was dating her, didn't know it was a man, and went to have sex with her and found out she was a man, and she's dead. And he's in jail.
So you know the story. So when you see that, are you alluding to they sprinkle it in there? They subconsciously make you comfortable with it?
Bro.
Because that is weird not to say weird as a derogatory, but it doesn't make sense why that scene would be in a hip-hop video when hip-hop was so much about masculinity and
it's supposed to be homophobic, right? So they say, right?
Right. But we were thinking about transgenders back then.
But they're there. What I believe is that the Tupac Biggie got so gangster and so big that the agenda that they was about to push on us, that they were later pushed on us, it just got pushed back. They was getting ready to groom us right there. They was grooming us. We got a transgender in the Big Papa video in the bathroom and the lead woman. Not only in Big Papa, and Warning, she's in the bed with Biggie. And then in the Flavor in Your Ear remix, she's dancing behind LL.
Right.
And Hype Williams is the director, and she's the lead in all 3 of those videos. And he's the director of all 3 of those videos. And it's rumored that was his chick. or Nick or whatever.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so y'all heard that is all nefarious, honey. please pay attention. Okay. Whew. Honey, Diddy had a whole lot going on allegedly. Please pay attention. Now, if you can bear with me just a moment, I will show you this person of whom he speaks that he says was in the Biggie video and also in the video with LL. I'm sending it to my email right now because I just screenshot it. And so please pay attention. This has always been an agenda, apparently. Okay? And he says that he thinks it was just pushed back. So likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. I find this all nefarious. This is all absolutely crazy. So, you know, my question at this point is, what hasn't Diddy done? What hasn't Diddy done at this point? We just have to ask ourselves. Because other people have said the same exact thing about Diddy. And trust me and believe when I say everyone is absolutely not lying. Okay, everyone is not lying. Now I'm going to share my screen. And you can see the person that he's talking about who's now deceased, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, this is the video where she's in with LL Cool J. And we already know, we've heard about him. Okay, we've already heard about LL Cool J being a little, you know, on the zesty side. And, you know, I heard this about LL like 20 years ago. Okay, I heard this about LL like 20 years ago. All right, because there was a dude that I knew who said that he, in fact, did a private show for LL. Now, I don't know if he was lying or not, but that's what he said. And then fast forward, we hear these allegations. And so one just has to question. Now, here's another, a better picture. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay. So what do you all say about that? Now, LL called them a he, she in one of his videos. LL needs to sit down somewhere. At the end of the day, Berta says, I remember that video. Okay. Byron said that explains why he's always licking his lips, huh? Ooh, honey, I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is the same person that was in Biggie's video. Just Anticipate says, I remember her. I don't remember her. I don't really remember the video. I mean, I'm sure I saw it, but I don't remember when I first saw it or whatever. Nessie X says, I always thought that Nessie X says, I always thought that was a dude. Well, there you have it, folks. Okay. Derby said, oh my. So anyway, with that all been said, I'm out of here. Okay, for those of you following the spiritual channel, we're about to be live on there in the next 15 minutes. Okay, so moderators, please drop the link if you have not done so. Okay, Deronda said she looks masculine. Yes, she does. Okay, so Made of Culture says, oh, I remember that video. I always thought that that was a dude too. Okay, so anyway, with that all been said, y'all heard it here first, honey. At the end of the day, Diddy needs to sit down somewhere. Okay, now he's trying to get that Rodney Jones lawsuit dismissed because he's running scared. He already knows what's coming around the corner for him. All right, and that's why he hired the best criminal defense attorney that he could absolutely find. And he's hoping that Mark Agnifilo is going to be able to successfully get it dismissed. So stay tuned. All right, so I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Sold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now.
That's
See
right.
a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy.
Real slick.
I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got